Well, I'll tell you what, Nick. That's very good.
It's lovely, actually. Yes, yeah. It's basically the Eric Morecambe's piano.
Basically, it actually is.
It is, yes. I mean, it's coming up for sale on the 10th and 11th of January next year. It'll be coming up at the Pirelli Stadium. I mean, normally these wouldn't be worth a great deal because it's of the association with Eric Morecambe.
Hang on a
It's
minute.
worth-
Hang on a minute. That is superb. And in tune as well.
Yes, it was lovely.
It was. So, yes, go on. So,
About 1,000 to 1,500.
oh, it's going to make more, surely.
Well, it probably is, yes. I think they're fairly conservative, but it is a very interesting item. And it was originally used by the BBC.
Oh, right.
But Eric Morecambe and his wife, Joan, bought it.
Yeah.
This has come in recently, this property. It was, they lived in Harpenden, and his wife hadn't actually touched the property after his death in 1984.
So 40 years.
About 40 years. So it was a bit of a time walking in, just as if it was like he'd gone out shopping. Yes.
Did it feel like that?
Apparently, yes. I didn't actually go, but
Right.
it did feel like that, yes.
So just as he'd left it the day he died.
Basically, yes.
Incredible. So the piano itself dates to what, 50s, 1960s?
I would think it was the 1950s, yes.
Something
60s,
like
yeah.
that.
They bought it in 1960, I think.
Right.
Yeah.
It's quite incredible I mean, we all know those iconic scenes. And what is the most famous scene that you can imagine connected with a piano and Eric Morecambe?
I think it was André Previn, where he was, I can't remember the exact quote, or I'm going to mess it up.
I think I know it.
You say it then, because...
Well, hang on a minute. No, I'm playing all the right notes, but not necessarily in the right order.
That's right. That's it. And was it used when Angela Rippon was doing the dance and the high kicks?
Oh, I
can't quite
don't
remember.
know. I remember that
Yeah.
one as well. And I worked with Angela Rippon a few years
Yeah.
ago, and she was talking about that scene. And when we were out shopping doing a Celebrity Antiques road trip, somebody had mentioned that scene, said, "Oh, I remember you on the Morecambe and Wise show." And it was a funny reaction because she'd had 40 or 50 years of people saying, "I remember you with your lovely long legs kicking your leg in the air." Yeah. And she really wasn't overly enamoured by it because, I mean,
They thought she was going to be delighted that they remembered.
that they remembered.
Yeah.
But the thing is, Angela Rippon has done so many great things,
Yeah, she
not
has.
just the
Yeah.
one thing, kicking a leg in the
That's
air.
it feels, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So, as I say, these are, I think there are about 800 lots coming up in that sale.
Good gosh.
And all basically their lives' history. Yeah.
That's incredible. I mean, Morecambe and Wise, you must remember them as growing up.
I do.
It was.
Yes. It's the sort of thing everybody watched at Christmas, wasn't it?
Well,
Yeah.
well, not just Christmas. When the Morecambe and Wise show was on, everybody
Yes.
sat at home around the television.
And they had all the stars like Shirley Bassey and people like that on, didn't they?
Yes.
Yeah.
Anybody who was anybody made it onto that
Yes,
show.
they did.
Now, of course, maybe not very many people know, but Eric Morecambe was a very good pianist.
Yes, I did. I think I did know that. Actually.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And this is where he practiced,
It was. Yes. Yeah.
particularly for that famous
Yes,
scene.
that's right. Yes. Yeah. I mean, as I say, there is a lot of history with it, so we're hoping that there'll be a lot of interest. There should be.
What are your predictions? Because £1,000 to £2,000 is a very good estimate for a piano. Like, is it Challen or Challen?
I think it's Challen. Yeah.
Challen. Okay,
Yeah.
so let's be honest. You could go and buy that piano, almost identical to that, for 100 quid, 200 quid, because pianos don't make any money.
Yes.
Unless they're particularly special.
I think it's basically the provenance, isn't it, that's going to make it interesting.
It's
Yes.
all about that.
Yes,
It's the connection to the great man himself. So 1,000 to 1,500 would be a lot for that piano. Introduce Eric Morecambe. I think it's going to make substantially more. What do you
The
think?
sky's the limit. I mean, if you look at Freddie Mercury's sale, you know, things made a lot more than the estimates. But I mean, you've got to put an estimate on, so and then you just hope it'll fly.
Is it a come and get me estimate?
I think it is. Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
And when is the sale?
It's the 10th and 11th of January at the Pirelli Stadium, near
Right.
Burton-on-Trent.
Will you be there?
I hope so.
It'll be an event.
Yes, I'm still alive. Yeah. Yes, I will be there. I think. Yes.